So the 7th semester just ended. It was time to make a project for my 8th semester. Initially I thought to make a LPG powered vehicle which would not require much work. But then I realized that is not enough. So then we bought a junk, a bike that won't start, that won't move. And here is what we did to it. From building it, to testing it, to presenting it. Keep watching. बाइक चल रही है पेट्रोल पर। इसको मैंने यहाँ पे होल्ड करने के बाद यहाँ पे वैक्यूम बंद कर दिया है। ऐसा अगर आपको खोल देंगे तो बाइक यहाँ से वैक्यूम लीक होगा एंड बंद हो जाएगी। जस्ट क्लोज दिस।
तभी किक लगती है। रेफ करके रखो, रेफ करके रखो, छोड़ दो, कुछ नहीं होगा उसको। तुम बैठो, फिर मैं ऑन कर दूंगा, अभी मत करो। नो टेंशन सर, ब्लास्ट प्रूफ। ऑफ ऑफ, तू बैठ जा। पेट्रोल ऑफ। पीछे हूँ मैं।
बहुत कम की लागत कर। ये 4K में वीडियो हो रहा है, एडिटिंग करने में दिक्कत होगी। चलो कोई नहीं। गैस अभी तो ऑन एक्सीलेटर दे के ऑन करना पड़ता है। पकड़ो, हम आ रहे हैं। पकड़ो देख, मैं बताना पड़ेगा कितने पर।
दो तो बंद हो जाएगा। मैंने इसलिए किक लगाई, मेरी शक्ल तो आ जाए कि मैं भी था। इसी तरफ से कर रहा हूँ मैं पूरा रिकॉर्ड। इतनी 2-3 GB हो गए। चलने दो कोई।
सर को मत देना फोटो में, हम लोग बाद में डालने में दिक्कत करते हैं। हम लोग तो लाएंगे नहीं तो डालने में दिक्कत नहीं होगी।
क्या लाएंगे?
मान वीडियो डालेंगे हम कहीं पर ना, हम लोग रहेंगे तो कितने होती मेरा है, हम वीडियो दिखा सकते हैं। तुम कुछ भी डालेंगे, लेकिन अपना पर्सनल है। फाइव जाती ठीक है।
हाँ
फाइव जाती यूट्यूब पे कपड़ा
मैं डाल
हम पकड़।
अंदर डाल देना।
हाँ हाँ,
मैं डाल दूँ।
थोड़ा जाएगा ही। बस 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 पकड़ो, पकड़ो।
We can start. Restrict the presentation within 10 minutes.
Okay. So, okay, sir.
And then move on to the queries. After that, move on to the queries raised by the examiners with the answers.
Okay, I'll just
Note
start
the
the
time.
presentation.
Yeah.
So, sir, good morning, sir.
Right, sure.
So our project was experimental investigation of a gas kit for a dual fuel bike. So the objective, so sir, the objective of our project was to reduce the emission from the two-wheeler using LPG as a fuel. Also to reduce the riding cost, to make the use of alternative fuel, because to reduce the dependency of conventional fuels and increase the vehicle in the engine running life. The target of the project was to reduce the pollution by up to 10%, but we have exceeded way beyond that. We will show that in the later slides. And per kilo riding cost was also reduced. That to 20% we have shown here, but we have gone to a greater extent. We have also this will also increase the longevity of the engine, and it will also reduce the maintenance cost, because the between service interval will reduce. Now this Anurag will tell you about the literature part, then I will continue about the experimental setup.
Skip the literature. Skip off the literature.
Okay.
Go to your experimental work.
This is our
And
experiment.
then the results.
Okay, sir. This is our
Put it in the
experiment.
slideshow mode.
So this is our slide 4, sir. Can you see it?
Yeah, put it in the slideshow mode and then explain.
Okay, 1 second, sir.
Maximize.
Yeah, so this is the experimental setup. This is the left side view of the vehicle. So what we have used, basically, we have used 4 to 5 components. The major component is an LPG vaporizer, regulators, vacuum pipe, and fixtures. So the first connection that you can see is from the carburetor. We have made, the first connection is on the intake manifold. We have put a hole in the intake manifold, and that hole, we have connected a pipe that goes to the one side of the vaporizer. The vaporizer has 2 more holes, one of which goes to the gas tank and other goes to the carburetor for supplying carburetor for supplying the fuel. So sir, when during the intake stroke, when suction is created, then due to that suction, the vaporizer pulls in LPG from the gas tank, which is connected here. As you can see, the orange pipe goes to the vaporizer and is connected to the gas tank here. So this because of the suction, this pulls in the LPG from the gas tank, and this is in turn supplied by this blue pipe. As you can see in this figure, it goes from the blue pipe and it's connected to a smaller pipe, and it goes to just behind the carburetor. Now, where in the carburetor, so we have found a very nice way of putting it into the carburetor. As you might know, so there is a choke valve inside the carburetor, which is normally kept open, sir. So we have placed it there. So there's no obstruction of air in normal uses of the vehicle. As in, if you are using using the vehicle for example, in gasoline mode, then there will be no obstruction, and it can be switched to LPG at any instant and very smoothly. So that will not be a problem at all. So this is the experimental setup. Here you can see, sir, the tank is just placed randomly, but we have fixed it. And in the later video, I will also have a product. This video I'll show that in the later part. But this image, sir, we were not able to like get a proper image because of lockdown. That is why we have kept it like this. So, sir, what was the originality and innovation? The obviously the inspiration was drawn from the LPG-driven automobiles on the road, and the system currently reduces pollution. But the main problem with the system right now is that, sir, they cannot start the vehicle on LPG itself. They have to use petrol, and then they can convert. They can switch to LPG for any operation. They has to use petrol for starting. Our project can start the vehicle on LPG and will be as smooth as starting it on petrol. So the overall performance almost remains the same. And the kit is, so this is the innovation part I'm telling right now. The kit is compact and is very scalable. So any vehicle with a carburetor can use this kit. That will not be a problem at all. It is just just 2 to 3 hours process if you will make it as a systematic procedure. So that won't be a problem if you will do it as systematic procedure. And it can run on LPG and petrol, and it can be switched at any moment and very easily. So this was that part. Now, sir, Abhek will tell you about the what we have inferred from the results and all those things.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Avek Bakshi, roll number 228. So I will be discussing the graph which we have inferred by doing the smoke meter test and from the 5 gases analyzer. So let us look at the first graph we have here. It is for the hydrocarbon emissions. We can clearly see that the green line and the dot depicts here the emissions, hydrocarbon emissions released by the LPG, and the purple line here depicts the emissions released by the gasoline. On the x-axis we have revolutions per minute, and on the y-axis of every graph we will be having our emissions, like the different emissions such as HC emissions, CO2 emissions, CO emission, NOx emissions, and O2 emissions. So as we can see here, as the RPM is increasing, for the first RPM we have took the value of the 800 revolutions per minute, and the top RPM was 7000 revolutions per minute. So we can clearly see from the graph here, as when the RPM is increasing, the hydrocarbon emissions is increasing for both LPG and for gasoline. However, there is a difference between the increasing. As we can clearly see here, for the value of the LPG emissions for the 800 revolutions, it is 7,560. However, for the gasoline, it has 15,450, which is almost the double the amount of emissions released by gasoline. Makes because it is reducing the hydrocarbon emissions, and it is the difference remains almost same for all the revolutions. Like for if the revolutions are increasing from 1800 to 1900 and subsequently to 7000, we can see that the gap almost remains for twice the amount. As we can see here, for the last revolutions per minute, which is 7000, the emission released by the LPG is 8470. However, for the gasoline, it is 16490, which is almost double the amount. Now we come to the CO2 emissions. Same goes here, sir. As we can see, for the 800 revolution, it is the value came as 7.38, and for the gasoline, it is 8.08. And when we are increasing the revolutions, we can see that the emissions are a bit decreasing, but however the gap remains constant. Like the emissions for the gasoline is always high compared to the emissions in the LPG. Next slide. Now, however, there is a change in trend between the NOx emissions, as we can see here. For the NOx emissions, it is found at as we can see when the RPM is increasing. For the initial RPM, or we can say for the lower RPM range, let us take it as 8,000 to 1,900. The NOx values are lower for our gasoline, however, it is higher for the LPG. However, trend changes suddenly when we goes beyond the 1,900 RPM. We can clearly see that the gasoline takes a sharp shoot here. It goes from 20 to 86 directly, from 1,900 to 3,100 revolutions per minute. However, for the LPG, the shoot is not so much. It goes from 27 to 28 and 28 to 29. However, from 29 to 38, the shoot is here, but it is not as sharp as for the LPG. So we have also succeeded in reducing the NOx emission here also. Now comes the CO emission. The CO emissions came constant for both the LPG and gasoline here. However, I agree that the car CO emission should also have varied, but according to the research papers we have studied, it should have varied. But as we can see here in the graph, it shouldn't have varied. You can see that the purple line is overlapped with the green line. That is why you can see only the green line here. So we have figured out the main reason being here can be like all the researches we have studied are for beyond the 800cc engines. And the engine we are using are only a CD100 engine, which is a 100cc engine. So this can be one of the reason for the smaller capacity engine. The CO emission difference is not so much. However, I'm not sure that there can be equipmental error for this thing also, because there is no difference between the LPG and for the gasoline. Next slide. This comes for the smoke meter values here also. When the RPM is increasing, the value of the smoke is increasing for both the LPG and for the gasoline. However, again, we can see here that the value of the LPG smoke is, however, far less than the value of the gasoline. So these are basically the results which we have obtained from the graph. These are basically the average we have taken for the every RPM, and then we have taken the average for the every RPM, and the results are here as follows. So the results of hydrocarbon emissions are 51.05%. So we have reduced the hydrocarbon emissions for 0.05%, and the carbon dioxide emissions are reduced by 8.9%. Reduction in NOx was 40.01%, and the reduction in smoke emitted by the vehicle was 38.7%. However, there was no emission in CO as a reason I have stated previously. So these are the 4 reductions which we have done here.
So now this is the what percentage of work was completed as per the original plan. So before the second review, we
Straight away go to queries raised by the examiner.
so which question QRS sheet was saying, sir?
Yeah, 5 questions.
Yeah, 1 second, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, have you not been advised to include it in the slide?
Yes, sir. We
These
have done that.
questions
Yes, we
first.
have done that also, sir. I'll just show you that, sir. No problem.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Not able to see that.
So I'm not able to see the PPT.
No.
Just close it and open once again.
Yeah, I'm just doing that.
Yeah.
Yes. Put it in slideshow mode. Maximize the view. Yes.
So should, you are asking, or should I tell about this?
Yeah. Please go ahead.
So actually, the question was this: did you experience any power output, like power drop? So the thing was, sir, actual power and torque was not confirmed, obviously, because we were not able to test this on dyno. So other than that, sir, we did not find any significant power change in the lower RPM, because we tested the vehicle thoroughly. I mean, we have tested it for 30 to 40 kilometers, but we were not able to get the power the changes. But sir, theoretically, the power should be less because of the energy density per unit volume of LPG, which is again lower than the petrol, sir. But sir, in practical wise, it was not that evident and it was not that visible. That is what we have written here, sir.
I would like to add one more thing here, sir. Since we haven't done the dynometer test, so as far as we have studied, the LPG is basically a propane, butane, or the mixture of both. When the LPG is used in the engine, it is used in the vapor form. So usually in the liquid form, the calorific value of LPG is more than the calorific value of the petrol. However, when we release it into the environment, it steadily converts into the vaporous form. So the value of the calorific value of the propane is less than the value of the calorific of petrol. So if a driver is driving a vehicle, let us suppose he has to put the vehicle on 100 km per hour. One vehicle is on the LPG, one vehicle is on the petrol. So for the vehicle which is on the LPG, he has to be more throttle if he has to reach the 100 kilometer per hour as compared to the person who is riding on the petrol. So this can then for the lower calorific value in the vaporous form and lower energy density of the LPG, that we can see a power output lower output in the LPG. However, we haven't done the dynamometer test, so it is one of the assumptions we have.
So yes, so basically we conclude that it is just because of energy density per unit volume. Yeah. So next slide is, sir, question was if you people suggest the spark timing change and spark plug gap adjustment. So Abhyak, do you want to answer that?
Yes, sir. So we will not suggest to go for the spark timing change and the spark plug gap adjustment, as the LPG fuels have almost similar burn rates and optimum ignition timing to gasoline. And also it's a 100cc engine, so the difference between the two will be not much. However, if the engine had been more than 1000cc, the little advancement can be given. But however, for our engine, it's a cc engine, so we don't think that a spark timing change or the spark plug gap adjustment is needed in this thing.
So I want to add a point here, sir. So because LPG is a higher octane fuel, so we can we can compress it more before going to pre-ignition. That means we can theoretically reduce the we can advance the timing a bit. Theoretically we can do that, but again it is not at all necessary because engine was running absolutely perfectly. So that is a point that I wanted to add here.
How do you say that? It will be absolutely perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
Now, how do you say we haven't done?
Because there was no knock. There was the engine was running very smooth. So if engine is not running smooth, you can just say that the engine is not running smooth.
How about the maximum brake torque? Because you haven't tested it, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Engine may be running smoothly, but the timing change may result in higher brake torque, maximum brake torque.
Yeah, that's
okay, fine.
We can do that theoretically. It will be. It may work, but it is not a problem. That is what I'm saying.
Okay, right. Next question.
So this is again the question that we have answered before, that why didn't you see any changes in the CO emissions? So honestly, what we think is this is an equipment error, sir. It could be because of small CC engine, but it is the case is the emission is same throughout all the RPM range. That does not make sense. That is why we think it to be an equipment error. That is why we have written it like this, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So this was what is the cost incurred in altering the system. So the cost was somewhere around 4,500. This is 4,000 to 5,000. This is the sir, after removing all the that bad thing that we have done, all the scrap we have removed. So perfectly, if you want to implement this into your vehicle, it will cost around 3,000 to 4,000 rupees if done on a systematic operating procedure basis, and it is mass manufactured. So this was our inference from this. And the last is, can you specify safety arrangement used in automotive LPG fuel vehicles? Sir, Anurag will tell this, sir.
Yeah, good morning, sir. I'm Anurag. I'm going to talk about the specific safety arrangement we can do in LPG vehicles. Likely, we can make the tanks of a good quality of material, just like heavy weighted gauge, which are puncture resistant and can withhold greater impacts. The tanks are also designed with automatic fill limiter so that it prevents overfilling of the gases. It also has a pressure relief valve so that to ensure the safety of the internal pressure of the tank. And we can also incorporate gas sensors at various fixtures and the joints so that it can sense if there's any gas leaks in the system. And we can we can also incorporate electronic shut-off valves, which also stop the flow of the LPG to the engine if the engine stops for any reason. So because the LPG has a distinct order, we can also make a frame, good frame for keeping the tank and the other parts in a safe, keeping it safe for day-to-day use.
Yes, sir. This was the 5 questions.
Okay. Sir, Professor. Hello, Professor.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Sir, you know,
Yeah, 1 minute, sir. Tell me, what is the total weight added as a result of your kit along with its auxiliaries?
So the total weight was approximately approximately 4 to 5 kg, sir. At max, when the LPG gas tank is full, sir.
What is the mileage LPG as compared to gasoline?
So I'll just show you one screen. I'll just share that. That will make it easier, sir. 1 second.
That has a less mileage, kind of 44 kilometers per liter, 44 to 45.
So the total weight is approximately. Sir, can you see this screen, sir?
Okay. That's okay. How do you compare the mileage between LPG and electric motor?
Yes, sir. So the mileage of LPG is obviously it is lesser than the the petrol. It is like we have assumed it to be 50 and 70 because it is a CD100 bike. So, but the overall, sir, the cost per kilometer has been reduced, sir. The mileage had been reduced, but sir, mileage will be more. But overall cost per this
Per liter will be less.
cost per kilometer will be
We
less.
have,
Cost per kilometer.
we
will be
have
less.
another concern, and your concept and work is not innovative as you are claiming. It is a well-known fact that use of LPG will definitely reduce emissions, and because of that, many states in India made it mandatory to use LPG for all vehicles. And in the city, even in our city, Chennai, many two-wheelers, three-wheelers, four-wheelers are flying with LPG, right? So it is not an innovative one.
Sir,
Anyhow.
Yes, we also incurred about this, sir. We also asked people, sir, do you people do this in two-wheelers? They were like, no, it does not work. We have tried it so many times. That is why it is not possible. That is the reason, sir, we did in two-wheelers, sir. And it was like very smooth and very like smooth as in smooth operating procedure. And it is working nicely, sir. So people were not able to actually do it, sir. People may have tried it, sir, but they were not actually able to do it, sir.
Yeah. Don't use the term innovative, right? Many have tried already.
Yes,
And so one more
we
thing.
have used experimental investigation, sir. That is why the term.
Okay.
And so one more thing, the people who have done that, they basically start the vehicle on the petrol and they then switch it to the LPG. However, we can start our vehicle on an LPG itself.
Okay.
I have just two queries.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
See, when you see your emission graph, with the increase in RPM, HC emission, smoke emission increases. Correct.
I'll just open that slide. PPT, sir.
No, you can just tell. We need not show the graph, but I'm just HC emission and smoke increases with increase in RPM.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How come CO remains constant?
That's what.
How it
that's
should
what-
be? You tell me. No, you told me that there may be some error with the instrumentation or measurement of whatsoever. How it should be? Should it increase or decrease?
Sir,
It will decrease, sir. CO emissions will decrease.
Will decrease.
Yes, the CO emissions will decrease. However, the reason being here is, as far as we have studied for the more than 800 cc engines, we can see a decrease. However, one of the possible reason here can be that it's only a 100 cc engine. So there can be a decrease, which is not too much, like a marginal decrease. So maybe because of the equipmental error, we are not able to see it.
Why is the HC emission lower compared to gasoline? With LPG, why are the emissions lower? What is the reason?
So LPG being a cleaner fuel and like it doesn't contain any sulfur, less carbon emissions.
So anyway, sir, it is hydrocarbon fuel only, sir, and it has less hydrocarbon content as compared to gasoline.
Okay, that is what I wanted. Yeah, it is a, it has low content and hydrogen content.
Yeah,
Okay, fine, right, okay. Thank you.
that's it, sir. We should go.
Right, fine, okay. Sir, Amshalala, sir?
Yes, sir, sure.
Okay, right, you may leave. Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you, sir.